Yesterday, Bloomberg reporting the two companies in talks. We can confirm that this morning. In fact, people familiar with the situation tell me they started talking a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. And the hope is that if they were to complete a deal, it would be done, or at least originally. And many times you sort of at least have some sort of sense as to your timing when you start talking in terms of where you'd like to be. Middle of July is what they had been targeting potentially for a deal. But it does appear there is still work to be done, including getting to a final price, again, I'm told. And so they're not there yet, Jim, when it comes to that. Don't expect it, from everything I've heard and read, to start with the 3. Maybe you get above 25, 26, maybe into the upper 20s. Yeah. I don't know. It wouldn't appear necessarily that the company has begun any sort of formal process. This does appear to be talks specifically between Broadcom and Symantec. I can recall last year there was a lot of chatter about a potential private equity bid for Symantec.
Right, there was.
It's a large equity check. I mean, you're talking at least $7 billion.
Right.
That stretches private equity. You have to do it as a club deal. Makes it difficult,
right.
Fairly high degree of difficulty. From Hock Tan, the aggressive CEO of Broadcom, who we know well, perspective, apparently enterprise is half the business, or at least half the revenues,
is the other.
but underperforming in terms of its margins, and he sees real opportunity there.
Losing to Zscaler and a lot of big transactions. LifeLock, incredibly strong. Now, I want to, when the previous CEO was fired, Rick Hill came in, stock dropped to 18. The stock dropped to 18, actually, on a really bad Morgan Stanley downgrade.
That was
June 11th.
That was early May,
right?
And then you had this downgrade, but potential acquirers started circling.
So Rick Hill came in May 9,
yes,
as interim director, really appointed by Starboard, by Feld. Now, I want to reveal that Rick Hill is a family friend. Okay, and that's important because I don't.
You want to remind people of his history?
Rick Hill used to be the CEO of Novellus.
Right.
And when he retired and sold Novellus for a huge amount to Lam Research, he had always been on my show many times, and we developed a good friendship. And just so my eldest calls Rick Uncle Rick. So I got to disclose that.
We got it.
But here's the thing. Well, I say that because on June 8th, I gave a corporate governance conference, and Rick Hill told you to buy Symantec. Right here. He just said, listen, go buy Symantec. There's many good things happening. He stayed interim. But he was going to have to let go a lot of people. Now, the point is that LifeLock turned out to be a gem and was killing it.
Yep.
He bought it. But the previous CEO was a mess, left under uncertain circumstances. There is still a bit of we haven't really had the full investigation of what happened. The most important thing is Symantec was not destroyed.
No, the consumer business is strong.
It's straight. And Feld and Hill worked together. They were going to bring out a lot of value. And then, boom, Hill put in his own CFO. He came from a really terrific guy. He came from the gaming business, from small.
All right.
Look,
all that
say,
being
David,
said,
go 28.
Can we fast forward?
28.
There we go. 28. That's what. 28. Really?
Well, it's 10 points above when Rick came in.
You just pulling that out of thin air? Or?
Rick doesn't like to sell for low. He's a tough South Side Chicago guy.
If that's the ask, I'll be curious to see, just based on.
We took Bracken Darrell's CFO. This is a good one.
You know what? Here's the thing, Jim. It wouldn't appear you could have any other domestic buyers, or at least there doesn't appear to be any that would be interested. Maybe
what do you think about
name.
Hock's strategy?
And then you're not going to have an overseas buyer because remember, Broadcom is a U.S. company now, and with all the national security concerns, they may not, but it is a U.S. company.
And it's important
so you can't have
to point out
the
new Broadcom, David, it just gets less and less semi.
Right. Well, the CA deal, and so it's more and more software.
Mainframe.
Yeah.
This one is cybersecurity still growing.
Yes.
I like this.
You do.
Yeah. I mean, look, the stock's going down. Broadcom, the stock had a very big run.
Yep.
But I like this.
Yep. So we'll see. Again, is there a possibility of a sponsor bid? But could they really compete with what we're talking about here? Unlikely.
Unlikely.